Good morning to students, welcome you all. In this class we will continue the chapter and the chapter name is the earth in the solar system. But before starting the chapter we have to recapitulate the subtopics which we studied in the previous class. The subtopics are constellations, planets. Dear student, you know that constellations means what? Various patterns formed by different groups of stars and these are called constellations. Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such constellations. Understand? Afterward, the next subtopic is planets. What do you mean by the term planets? So, dear student, you know that some celestial bodies don't have their own heat and light, and they are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderer. Understand? So, the earth is the planet which the earth gets light from the sun, heat and light from the sun. Afterward, we will discuss the next subtopics. So, you have to enjoy the video. Thank you. Student, now we will start the chapter with the first subtopic, and the first subtopic from the chapter is the solar system. So, now come here on the subtopic. The sun, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids form the solar system, and we often call it a solar family with the sun as its head. Now, we will understand here by the figure. Now, we will understand here from the figure, and we will know about the distances from the sun to all the planets. What are the distances here? We will know it. The sun is the head of the solar system, and we can learn all the planets' name. A very common trick that is given in your book also, and the common trick is that my very efficient mother just serves us nuts. So, now look at here. First, my Mercury, very Venus, efficient Earth, my very efficient mother Mars, just Jupiter, serve Saturn, us Uranus, nuts Neptune. So, we will know the distances of all the planets from the sun. Mercury, the distance of Mercury from the sun is 58 million kilometer, and the distance of Venus is 108 million kilometer, and the distance of Earth from the sun is 150 million kilometer. The next, Mars, 228 million kilometer. Jupiter, 778 million kilometer, and afterward Saturn, 1427 million kilometer away from the sun. The next one is Uranus, 2869 million kilometer away from the sun, and the last one is here Neptune, 4496 million kilometer away from the sun. So, you know that Pluto is known as here the dwarf planet according to. So, dear student, you know that till recently August 2006 Pluto was also considered a planet. However, in a meeting of the International Astronomical Union, a decision was taken that Pluto, like other celestial bodies, Ceres 2003, UB 313, discovered in recent past, may be called dwarf planet. So, Pluto will be known as a dwarf planet according to International Astronomical Union. The decision was taken in a meeting in 2006. Understand? Dear student, now we are coming to the next subtopic from the chapter, and the next subtopic is planets. Now dear student, we will come to the next subtopic, and the next subtopic is planets. There are 8 planets, you know that, in the solar system, and we can learn all the planets very easily, very conveniently by learning this trick. And this trick is that my very efficient mother just served us nuts. So I have also discussed it here. Now afterward we are coming, you know that all the 8 planets in the solar system move around the sun in a fixed paths, and these paths are elongated and they are called orbits. So you know that all the planets move around the sun in elongated path. These paths are known as elongated paths, and in these paths these moves towards the sun. These paths are elongated and all the planets move around the sun in a fixed path, and they are called orbits. Mercury is nearest to the sun. You know that Mercury is nearest to the sun. The distance is 58 million kilometer away from the sun. So you know that it takes about 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. And Venus is considered as Earth's twin because its size and shape are very much similar to that of the Earth. So Venus is considered as Earth's twin because in shape and size very similar to the Earth. Understand? Dear student, now we are coming to the next subtopic, and the next subtopic is the Earth. You know that the Earth is the third nearest planet to the sun. The distance is 150 million kilometer away from the sun, and you know that in size it is the 5th largest planet, and it is slightly flattened. You know that it is slightly flattened at north and south pole and bulges in the middle. You know that is why it is described as geode. Geode means earth like a shape. Dear student, you know that conditions favorable to support life are probably found on the earth. The earth is neither too hot nor too cold. It has water and air, which are very, very essential for our survival, and the air has life supporting gases like oxygen, and because of these reasons the earth is a unique planet in the solar system. Understand? So now we are coming to the next subtopic, but before coming on the next subtopic, something is remained here now from the earth subtopic, and that is that from the outer space, you know that the earth appears blue because 2/3 surface of the earth is covered by water, and it is therefore called a blue planet. Now we are coming to the next subtopic, and that is the moon. This is the last subtopic from the chapter. Dear student, you know that the moon. So dear student, the last subtopic from the chapter, and the subtopic is the moon. Dear student, you know that our earth has only one satellite, and that is the moon. Its diameter is only 1/4 that of the earth, and it appears too big because it is nearer to our planet than other celestial bodies. It is about 3,84,000 kilometers away from us. Now you can compare the distance of the earth from the sun. The sun distance is 150 million kilometer away from the earth. The moon moves around the earth in about 27 days, moves around the earth around 27 days, and it also exactly takes the same time to complete one spin. As a result, you know that only one side of the moon is visible to us on the earth. Understand? The moon does not have condition favorable for life. It has neither water nor air. It has mountains, plains, depressions, and because of this you will get shadows. You will get shadows on moon. Understand? So we get that. And moon is a satellite. And what do you mean by the term satellite? Satellite, dear student, you know that satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planets. Understand? In the same way as the planets move around the sun. So afterward we have completed here, we have completed the last subtopic from the chapter, and now I think that you have understood all this clearly. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you.